Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another video on the Taunville Middle School channel. I figured I'd share my thoughts with something that's been happening in Alaska recently. Now, we all know Alaska is the largest state in the United States, of course. We also know that Alaska, this lesser known information, but 20% of the United States is Alaska. Like, 1/5 of America is Alaska. 1/5 of the United States, 20% of it is Alaska. So, we all know how Alaska became the 49th state in 1959, all of that. We all know this, but recently some news happened in Alaska which, might give you a new perspective on the state. Recently, otters have been attacking people and animals in Alaska. I'm not kidding you, really. Like, otters have been attacking people in Alaska near lakes and isolated areas in Alaska. It's pretty shocking, honestly. There are several articles I pulled up. I'll read one of them to you right now. Let me see. Residents of Alaska's largest city are often content with bears and moose, but state officials are warning of another wild animal that has been causing problems: river otters. The Alaska Department of Fish and Game says river otters have attacked people and pets in some of the city's most popular and outdoor areas. Officials are asking people to be extra careful when they're around rivers, creeks, and lakes along the city's greenbelt. Earlier this month, a 9-year-old boy was taken to an emergency room for a rabies shot for being bitten several times near a duck pond, the Anchorage Daily News reported. This week, another woman was bitten while rescuing her dog from a similar group of river otters at University Lake. Fish and Game said in a written statement. Another dog was bitten at a different area of the same lake, which is a popular dog walking trail. River otters attacks do happen, but are not considered commonplace, Fish and Game said. It's not known if the attacks came from the same group of otters, which can range from over large swaths of land. Because of the risk to public safety, efforts will be made to locate this group of river otters and remove them, Fish and Game said. Care will be taken to only remove the animals exhibiting those unusual behaviors. River otters generally travel in groups according to a profile of the animal on the agency's website. They travel over a wide area, and apparently there is no exclusive territories, Fish and Game said. Fighting among otters is extremely rare, although they are wary of strange individuals. So yeah, basically, so the otters are just randomly attacking random citizens in Alaska, really unusual stuff, as the article said. And if you know who Ryan Agnew is, yeah, he's a YouTuber known as Scrubby. He made a video talking about this on his news channel, talking about how the otters are attacking people in Alaska. And he gave some pretty good insight to that, honestly. There's a reason why people aren't traveling to Alaska anytime soon. No offense to the Alaskan people, but there's a reason why Alaska has the lowest population. Obviously, because it's so cold there to begin with. It's so cold, it's freezing there, and obviously, there's a reason why it's the least populated state. But this only escalates the whole situation with otters attacking people randomly for no reason. Let me see another article. River otters attacking people, dogs in Alaska. River otters have attacked a child, a woman, and at least 2 dogs this month, the Alaska authorities said. A child was chased and bitten by a group of 4 otters on September 1st, the Alaska Department of Game and Fish reported. This week, a woman was bitten while rescuing her dog from a group of otters in Anchorage. On that same day, authorities received a second report of an otter attacking a dog. River otter attacks in Anchorage, while rare, have been reported over the last several years, the Department of Game and Fish said in a statement. Authorities are searching for the otters responsible for the attacks. They say the animals will have to be euthanized, which, means because relocation will just move the threat to another area. Any animals lethally removed will be tested for rabies due to their unusual aggressive behavior, the department then said. There has not been a reported case of rabies in river otters in south-central Alaska in recent years. However, the possibility of disease concern remains. Until the otters are captured, people are encouraged to stay vigilant around lakes and rivers. Yeah. So basically, they're gonna take out any otters that they're gonna try to take out the otters for the safety of the public, And I have to admit, this is pretty unusual, honestly. I know Alaska isn't exactly known for a lot of news stories, honestly, because Alaska's the least populated state for one, and because it's so cold up there, you don't really see much action. But this honestly this is pretty unusual, because last year we had the coronavirus pandemic. We had a pandemic last year, and now this year we have we have otters attacking human beings. Scrubby made that pretty clear in his video, and I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check out his video. But even he says it, man, it's unbelievable, honestly. I don't know if any of you have relatives living in Alaska, but if you have, you better warn them about this stuff because it looks pretty serious, honestly. And there's a third article here. When otters attack, ask Alaska alert after critters bite children, dogs. Oh, they're biting children. Oh, wow. Oh man. Okay, so residents of Alaska's largest city often contend with bears and moose, but state officials are warning of another wild animal that has been causing problems, river otters. River otters. The Alaska Department of Fish and Game says that river otters have attacked people and pets in some of the city's most popular outdoor areas, the Anchorage Daily News reported. Officials are asking people to be extra careful when they are around rivers, creeks, and lakes along the city's green belt. Earlier this month, a 9-year-old boy was taken to an emergency room for a rabies shot after being bitten several times near a duck pond. The boy's mother, Tiffany Fernandez, told the Anchorage Daily News he has 2 fang marks on his back thigh and 1 on his front thigh on each leg. He has 1 puncture wound on his foot. Another woman was bitten this week at rescuing her dog from a similar group of river otters in the University Lake. Fish and Game sent a written statement. Another dog was bitten in a different area of the same lake, which is a popular dog walking trail. River otters attacks do happen, but are not considered commonplace. Fish and Game said, does not know if the attacks came from the same group of otters, which could range over large tracts of land. Because the risk to public safety, efforts will be made to locate this group of river otters and remove them, Fish and Game said. Care will be taken to only remove the animals exhibiting these unusual behaviors. Authorities said the otters will be tested for rabies, which could explain their aggression, although there has not been no recent reports of rabid otters in the region. So basically these people could have diseases by getting bitten by them, but they will be tested though, so that's a good thing at least. They're going to test these otters if they catch them, so that's some good news. It's really unusual, honestly. These little critters are now a threat to humans. We had the pandemic, and now we have this. It's unbelievable, honestly. Alaska is not really looking too good for them, honestly. Like bears and moose are running around Alaska, but now little critters are attacking people. It's unbelievable, honestly. It's so mind blowing. Now I love animals, and I love going to the zoo on a few occasions, and checking them out. I am interested in their species and everything, but this just has to be unbelievable, honestly. Alaska's not going through some good times right now, I have to admit. But yeah, those are my thoughts pretty much about the otters attacking people in Alaska. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check out Scrubby's video. I'll leave a link for that. But that's all I gotta say, honestly. Stay safe, people in Alaska, and yeah. It's unbelievable, honestly. The otters in Alaska attacking people, so surreal. Innocent little otters, little creatures. Well, maybe not so innocent after seeing what happened, but it is unbelievable, honestly. Because you'd expect bears to attack people, creatures that are aggressive, but aggressive carnivores. But man, these little otters, yeah, they ain't so innocent after seeing what happened. So I want to be extra careful around them. Don't underestimate them. But that's all I'm gonna say, honestly. My thoughts about otters. My thoughts about the otters, honestly. And I'll leave a link in the description for Scrubby's video as well. But that's all I gotta say. Stay safe, everybody. Another video from the Taunville Middle School channel. Stay safe.